Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for the third and final evening of the 2018 New Play Festival. Give it up for yourselves. Thank you so much for coming here. I hope that you all had an easy journey here, and I hope that you just enjoy all the beautiful work and creativity of our young playwrights. Tonight you're joining us for, I haven't even introduced myself. Y'all like, who are you? My name is Farrah Lowell Harris. I'm the artistic director here at Young Playwrights Theater. So this is the third and final evening of our New Play Festival. So for the past 2 Mondays, we've been doing the festival as well. We had the best of our elementary school plays, we had middle school plays last week, and tonight is going to be our high school plays. So just to tell some folks about Young Playwrights Theater, YPT, in case you don't know, Young Playwrights Theater inspires young people to discover the power of their own voices. And we do that through teaching them playwriting. So the way our programming works, we send a professional teaching artist into a classroom or after-school program, and they teach students the fundamentals of writing a play. And they all complete their own original play. At the end of each residency, the teaching artist will nominate about 2 of the strongest plays from their class. After that, they go through a reading committee, and I take all those notes very seriously, and then I selected the final plays. So in order to get to this point where these 3 young ladies are, it takes a lot of wonderful steps, and it's a huge achievement. So I just want to give it up for Maria, for Cheyenne, for Josie for being here. We also have at least 1 finalist in the audience. So someone whose play will be printed in a book that will be premiering this summer. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Dan. Please. All right, and are there any other former YPT playwrights in the house? I know we got one over there. Yes, give it up for Chris. Thank you for being here. All right, so there are 2 things I wanted to note before we start tonight's performance. The first thing is that in the play My Bittersweet Journey in Life, the character of Mommy Murley will now be played by Sydney Lowe. There should be an insert in your program that expresses that. Also, the second play that you'll see tonight, 3 Cheers to Grace, by Josie Wallius, is actually a full-length play that she had to condense for the purpose of this festival, which is really, really, really hard. And she wrote a wonderful, beautiful full-length play, and I'm really pleased to announce that for the first time next year, in our next season, YPT is going to produce a weekend run of Josie's play. So this is more like a preview of her play, and over the course of the fall, she and I will work together on creating new drafts, and more details will come to that, but it will be premiering next spring. So I'm very excited about that. I also wanted to thank KPMG for sponsoring tonight's performance. Anybody from KPMG in the house? Woo! There you go. I wanted to thank the ARC for hosting us in this beautiful space, for the partnership that we had with their ICANN technical internship program. So if you see folks, young people in black shirts, they are technical theater interns. They have done the lighting design for tonight. They've been helping with front of house. They are run crew. So give it up for the young people who are working. And last but not least, I want to thank all the donors, all the funders, all the volunteers. Without all of you, this work would not be possible. It takes a village to be able to, I mean, it's corny, but it's true. It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a village for an organization to run, and you all are part of our village, and I appreciate y'all. All right, so at this time, I would ask you to please silence your cell phones. As you can see, this space is very intimate, so even if your phone is on vibrate, we're gonna hear it. Also, please refrain from any flash photography or videography. We have a professional photographer as well as a videographer here, so you all be able to see those materials. So my hope is that you just relax and enjoy the shows. And also, you'll see a quarter sheet of paper in your programs. That is for you to respond to what you see tonight. So you can write words of encouragement, any sort of letter to the playwright, and they'll be displayed on the board, and we'll share all that feedback with our playwrights after the fact. Y'all ready to start? Yeah. All right, without any further ado, I'd like to bring a very special playwright who I was her teaching artist, actually, so I'm extremely proud of her, Cheyenne Bowie, to the stage. She's the playwright of Discovering Alex.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Bowie. I'm in the 12th grade and I attend Cardozo Education Campus. And the name of my play is Discovering Alex. Initially, I derived the theme for my play from a class discussion I had with my playwright coach, Ms. Farrer. In the discussion, we threw out topics, and a couple of those topics that I implemented in my play were the missing girls in DC, the streets, and community. I wanted my play to feel relatable, so I tried to keep it as realistic as possible. Initially, it was difficult to write my play, because although I knew what I wanted to write about, I didn't know if I could write a play where all these topics inevitably complemented one another so that the play made sense. But when I finally got into my groove, there was no stopping me, and telling this story became fun for me. It was a way to express myself, and I wasn't going to let anything stop me. I want my readers and viewers to grasp that yes, we live in a not-so-perfect neighborhood, but that doesn't mean we have to let it shape or form the people we are. I also want people to know that the young generation, no matter how crazy we may get at times, is still the future. So don't count us out because a few of us may make mistakes. But that's what life is for, to make them and learn from them. When you were younger, you made mistakes too, so don't punish us for ours because we don't punish you for yours. I honestly would like to write more plays. I guess it's just about me sitting down and taking the time to find a topic that I am passionate about, to kickstart it. So I guess I'll see what the future holds. If I were to write something new, I wouldn't know what it would be until that very moment. The element of not knowing is fun to me, because in that moment when I find out, it becomes real to me, and that feeling is bittersweet. So if you want me to be honest, I absolutely did not want to do this playwriting thing at all. I was like, this is not what I want to do with my life, so why do I need to do this? But when it was all said and done, it opened my eyes for me to see that I'm allowed to be more than one thing in my life. I'm whatever I choose to be. So YPT was really fun for me because I got to explore a different side of me that I always had but never showed. I would like to thank my then acting teacher, Ms. Z. She always reminded me that I am far beyond my years and that I am a gifted person. She always encouraged me to be my best self, even though sometimes I thought she just wanted to annoy me most days. I always knew she had my best interests at heart. I would also like to thank my YPT coach and script editor, Farrer. She stuck with me through everything, and I know it wasn't easy. She really had to keep up with me because I'm not the best communicator, but I always made it happen. She always got what she needed out of me. Believe it or not, the play you're about to read/see is a product of only 2 face-to-face script editing meetings. She gave me ideas and notes, and I ran with them. And I edited everything on the exact same day that my final draft is due to Farrer. So once again, thank you so very much, Ms. Z and Ms. Farrer. Last but not least, I hope my play makes you think about not just what you're doing to help yourself, but also what you're doing to help others. Take the main character, Alex, in my play. She's a teenager trying to hold on to her sanity in a sense, but also remain the strong girl that everyone knows and loves her for being. Alex resembles who I aspire to be most days. I walk around most days acting like nothing's bothering me because I believe that you should never show somebody your lowest point because that's when they take advantage. But Alex shows you, yes, you can be this strong, independent person, but you can also be the person that every once in a while needs a shoulder to cry on too. So I hope you enjoy my play, and I hope you learn something about yourself that you never knew before.
The streets. Most people would ask what the streets is. The streets is the birthplace to many hustlers, pimps, call girls, drug lords, gangs, and a whole lot of terrible things. But it can also be the birthplace to NBA players, rappers, lawyers, doctors, and social workers. Good things and good people can come from the streets. Like me. I'm Alex Jones and I'm 17. I've lived my entire life on the south side of Washington, D.C. I've seen things that could discourage a young person like myself from being something in life, but to me, the things I've seen push me forward and remind me that this is not the place for me anymore, and I have to get me and my mom out of here. But lately, my perseverance has been deteriorating because about 6 months ago, my 11-year-old little sister Miracle was kidnapped. Sometimes it feels like there's nothing left, but I never give up. I just hope that one day she'll walk through that front door. Since this has happened to me, I felt the need to get involved more, and the best place to start is with the kids in my neighborhood and my friends at school. But to tell you about my school will be a whole other story. I'll just stick to mine. Hey, Mom. I'm going to the center to work with the kids. Is that okay?
Yeah. Honey, please just be careful and pay attention to your surroundings.
Mom, you gotta stop sitting here staring at her picture. It's only gonna make it worse for you.
I know, honey. I just can't help. I feel like I let her down.
Believe me, Mom, I know exactly how you feel. I can't help but feel my mother's pain. She feels like she let Miracle down, but I feel like I let both of them down. Something in me tries to tell me that there's nothing I could have done to prevent it, but I can't help but think. Maybe if I would have walked with her to the playground or taken her to the wreck instead or noticed that she was missing earlier, then maybe she'd still be here. Nothing can shake that feeling of me going to the playground after leaving the wreck and her not being there. Only to find out when I get home that she's not there and that no one's seen her since she left for the playground. That hurt, that sense of blame and that shine of responsibility for what happened, I don't think that will ever go away.
Alex, this isn't your fault. You couldn't watch her 24/7. You're a great big sister. I just want you to be safe today.
I promise I will. It's not your fault either. You're the best mom any two girls could ask for. You always make things happen even when they seem impossible. I'll be back later. Don't torture yourself while I'm gone.
Thanks, sweetie. That means a lot to hear you say that. I love you. And I'll try my best.
I love you too. Hey, Mrs. Johnson, how are you feeling today?
Alex, let's talk. I have some bad news. Little Rodney got beat up pretty badly down the street from his house by some boys from his school.
What? Why? He's such a good kid. Why'd they beat him up?
His mother thinks that it has something to do with the incident that happened at school yesterday. While at lunch, Rodney was standing up to a bully who was being very volatile with one of his friends, and he said if he didn't stop it, there were going to be repercussions. And then the boy got mad and said Rodney was going to get his.
Do we ever catch a break? When we try to do right, it always comes back to bite us in the ass. How are we supposed to tell his friends here at the center?
As delicately as possible. I was just on my way to tell them, but I wanted to tell you first. I didn't mean to upset you. I know you've been through a lot lately, so you're hurt and anger are understandable.
No, Mrs. Johnson, I think I should tell them because we have such a good bond. It'll be best. And I wish I could say I'm sorry for the outburst, but I'm not, because sometimes it feels like I'm going to explode because of all the emotions I keep inside. I'm a very private person, so I don't really tend to show what's bothering me.
You gotta handle it the best you can, and sometimes that means being angry, being sad, or being distant until you know how to deal with the circumstances at hand. Remember, nothing in life is meant to put you in the gutter. It's meant to better you. Now, having said that, are you sure you want to tell him by yourself?
I know. It just seems that every day that goes by is another day that she's not here with me, and another day that I drift further away from who I used to be, but yeah, I'm sure. I'll see you later, Mrs. Johnson.
Alex, don't give up the fight. Don't. You got this, honey. The fight is not finished. How is your mom after what happened with your little sister?
Well, I've been okay, but I take it day by day, and I live with hope that one day she'll come home. But my mom still isn't taking it very well. Most nights she cries herself to sleep looking at my little sister's picture. She's not herself, and I can't help but feel awful because when she was here, all we did was argue.
It's hard. And some days it'll be easier to get out of bed and harder on others. But she'll get through it because she has you to look at every day. And she knows the pain won't get in the way of the two daughters she raised and loves so dearly.
Thanks, Mrs. J. I really needed that. I'll see you later. I have some bad news to deliver. I've been through a lot in my life, from never meeting my father, but watching him die on his deathbed, experiencing death, fighting, getting betrayed by friends that I thought I could trust, to sometimes even feeling like my mom isn't there as much as I need her to be there. And not only have I been through a lot, so have these kids. We haven't been living a glamorous lifestyle. Every day we fight to prove that we're not another statistic. Every day I fight not only for myself, but I fight for my sister, wherever she is. I know Rodney only got beat up, but that doesn't change anything because all he did was defend his friend. I don't know how these kids will take it, but we'll work through it.
Hey, Alex. Hey, guys. Having fun? Yeah.
Great. Okay, guys, let's sit down. I have something to tell you guys. This is Justin. Justin is Rodney's best friend. They met at the center my second year and are very close. Although Rodney and Justin are best friends, they're polar opposites. Rodney's a good kid, gets straight A's, and helps out around the center, whereas Justin is very angry sometimes, and when he's mad, he's very volatile, violent, and unpredictable.
Hey, Alex, you can't tell us yet. Rodney isn't here.
Justin, this news is about Rodney and why he isn't here.
Is it good or bad?
It's bad, Justin.
Wait, what happened? What's wrong?
Yeah, Alex was wrong. Guys, the other day after school, Rodney got beat up pretty badly by some very bad kids because he defended his friend from them, and now he's in the hospital. What?
What? Who did it? Tell me who did it.
I don't know, Justin. I really don't. I wish I did.
You're lying. I'm gonna find out who did it. And they're gonna get theirs.
Justin, come back! My volunteer shift is up and I can't seem to get Justin off my mind, so I decided to go to his house, which is just 2 blocks from the center, and check on him. It's cool outside now. As I step on the pavement, I look around me as I'm walking, and all I see is apartment buildings on top of apartment buildings, houses besides houses. But the one thing I've always noticed, the apartment buildings always seem to be nicer than the houses. They're bigger, more up to date with the times, cleaner, and even more fancy. They have lobbies with chandeliers that you can see through the double doors at the entrances. But the houses, on the other hand, have weeds growing in the front yard. The grass is never cut. The wires for the electricity are dangling like they aren't even supposed to be there. The brick structures of the houses have cracks in them. The windows are broke. The screens and the screen doors have holes in them. It's just an eyesore to look at the houses. But at the same time, it is home because soon, these eyesores that people call home will be knocked down to build new condos and apartments for white people. As I come to Justin Street, I see a group of boys standing 2 houses down from Justin. And one of the boys I go to school with, and his name is Billy, and he's been a pain in my ass ever since I met him. But he can be a great friend when he wants to be. It's even kind of nice that he's a little cute, and I may have a little crush on him, but I think he likes me too. But he likes a lot of girls, so I don't really act on it.
Damn, shorty, you gonna act like you don't know me?
My name is Shawty, motherfucker, and I don't know you like that.
Hey, Alex Jones, stop playing. You gonna let me do that to you, girl? Cause I know ain't nobody give it to you good enough yet. That's why you so tight. Man, let me loosen you up.
Damn, Bill, you gonna go in like that, man?
You wouldn't be able to loosen anything up with a little ass dick in your pants.
Damn, Alex. That's where we at now, Alex. Damn.
Whatever, Billy. Did you see a little boy run down the street?
Yeah, and he looked pissed off. What'd you do to him, Alex?
Nothing. Mind your business, dummy.
Yeah, Alex, hurry up. When you gonna let me take you out? Show you a good time.
Let me think. Ooh, I got it. How about when you grow a pair?
Damn! Still feisty as ever. You know I like that. And I like you. not giving up on this date no time soon, Alex Jones.
Let me know how that goes. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't forget to grow a pair.
Damn, it's so pretty. And me. Oh, but you gonna act like you couldn't give a nigga a hug?
Try to be nice.
Billy is something else, but he's that breath of fresh air when I really need him. He knows I'm hurting, so he jokes to help me to keep from reliving it all again. I know I come off as a know-it-all or a girl who's got it all together, but believe me when I say I don't. I don't know how to express myself in healthy ways, so I try not to do it at all. Trust me when I say I get angry, and when I do, anything goes. If you've heard the saying, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, that's me. I stick by myself because not everyone can handle me or the way that I am. I don't trust people and I have mood swings a lot of the time, but when I go to the center and work with the kids, it makes me feel like I have a purpose, especially since losing Miracle.
Hey, Alex. Coming to check on Justin?
Yeah, he got some bad news about Rodney and he ran off before I could really talk to him.
I heard. I rushed home after work as fast as I could, but as soon as I got home, he ran out the door and didn't say anything. I'm worried. I even called his friend's mom to see if he'd gone over there. He hasn't. I'm very worried.
How long ago was that?
About 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, what's up?
Put it down! Justin, no! Justin!
Justin, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You have to stop. This boy is bleeding out. He needs to get to a hospital.
This is my brother Rodney. I told you I was gonna find out who did it, and I did. This punk ass nigga bragging about how he beat up Goody Two Shoes Rodney. Now he's lucky he's still breathing. Now he's about to meet his end.
No! Please, you have to save my baby! Please, you have to save my baby! Please, I hope it Justin, you're not bullshit! Please.
Now I know I have to save Justin and this kid, or this won't end well for anyone. But I don't know if I can do it. I know I'm strong, but am I strong enough to keep this situation from escalating? This is way too much for me to handle. I have this mother pleading with me to help save her son. What if I fail? Does that make this my fault too? What if I accomplish it? Does he go back to being a bully to the other kids? I don't know about anything, but one thing I do know is I can't let Justin down because letting him down is like I'm letting myself down. Justin, don't do this. It's only going to make it worse. Justin, if you do this, you'll probably never see Rodney again, and you won't be able to make your mom proud and graduate. Justin, come on. Look at your mom. You don't want to do this.
Justin, don't do this. Justin, it isn't worth it. Give the gun to Alex, sweetheart. I can't lose you! Justin! I love you! I'm gonna be by your side every step of the way!
I'm going to be there for you and him. Anything that happens, I want to know and be there for you.
Thank you, Alex. I don't know what we would have done without you. You've been so much help.
It's my pleasure. I'll be by to check on you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
This is not how I wanted today to go. It was heartbreak after heartbreak. Everyone believes that these kids were built to endure the worst of the worst, but that's not true. Friends and family mean the world to these kids because that's all they know, and when you mess with that, they retaliate. And it may not be the best decision, but again, It's all they know. It just seems that no matter what we do, something always tries to bring us down, but at the end of the day, we're going to win no matter who doesn't want us to. I just want things to go right. Ever since Miracle went missing, I just want things to be fun and safe, but it seems like a person never really gets what they want when they need to. I got lucky today with Justin, and a part of me wishes that I had that luck when it came to finding Miracle. But I will never stop believing that she's out there looking for me just as much as I'm looking for her. Billy, hey, what are you doing here?
Hey, Alex. I heard about what happened the other day and just came to check on you. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Come in.
Thanks. So, how are you feeling?
Honestly, Billy, I don't know how to feel. Everything's just starting to become too much, and sometimes I just don't know what to do.
I know you're going through a lot, but don't let it get you down. On the plus side, you always got me to keep you smiling.
I know. Thanks, Billy. You're a good friend. When you want to be.
What if I told you I want to be more than friends?
I think you're playing with me, and I really can't take any more disappointment.
What if I could show you how serious I am?
And how exactly would you do that?
Like this? I really want to be more than friends.
Wow. I didn't expect that. I knew Billy liked me, but I never thought he'd act on it. Even though I have a lot to deal with, Billy just might be the breath of fresh air that I need. Today you saw my life. Can you relate to my struggles? Do you have your own? Everyone has their demons that get the best of them sometimes. We as a community must learn to stand as one. Then maybe there'd be fewer shootings, muggings, cases of police brutality, fewer missing children, and less suicides. And when we have less of these things, we have more friends, more fun, more support, more dreamers, and more believers. As human beings, we would thrive, but we just can't seem to stop fighting one another. I hope that my story has impacted you to start changing the way that your story may be written.
Hello, my name is Josie Wallace. I'm from HP Woodlawn and I'm a 9th grade student, and I wrote 3 Cheers to Grace. This play came from many different aspects of my life. I like the idea of a character watching something from a different presence away from the stage. Then it was putting the stories, mine, my friends, fictional, into one story overall. It was hard to write at first, as each character had a very distinct personality. However, I found writing their choices and dialogue later on in the play came easier. I want people to understand that everyone has a different story in life. There are no protagonists and antagonists, just the part of them people want to share with the world and the part they keep hidden. Writing has always been a part of my life, and that won't change. I hope to write many, many more plays. Hopefully I can write many different genres and types. The entire experience with YPT was incredibly fascinating and exciting. The lessons and classes, the previews in class, the read-through, all were incredibly educational. I would like to thank my parents for always encouraging me, Kathleen for really helping me and supporting me through the entire process, my classmates for not only just reading through the entire play, a lengthy process, but also rehearsing it themselves and showing me a crazy amount of support. Thank you, YPT, for this insane opportunity, and Tom Allen for introducing me and helping me through it. I hope this show makes people realize that not only do we not fully know what's going on in everyone's head, but that we can help each other through things even in the smallest of ways.
okay, kiddo. I know your little heart is working so hard right now, and really, you are doing an amazing job, but I need you to work a little harder for me, okay? Just a bit. You see, I heard from your mom today. It was the first time in a while, and all I wanted to tell her was that her little girl would be okay. Dr. Hines? Dr. Hines! Rose, what is the meaning of all this? She woke up. We missed you.
Hey, Grace. I miss you. I started 9th grade, I guess. Well, I started it in October, and then September, and then August because summer school, but that's not really the point. And it's good. It's just good. God, I sound like I'm talking to my grandparents. Hey, the season finale for Rage happened. Yeah, oh my God. Elizabeth got engaged to Nicholas. Oh my God, yes, he proposed to her during this wrestling match where she had him pinned down. And oh my God, you haven't even met Nicholas yet. Oh my God, he's this Russian wrestler with this huge beard. And and then James dumped Eduarda for Elizabeth. Oh God, you wouldn't even know who Elizabeth. You know, I am 15 now. I mean, well, not recently, but last October, a week after, you know. I didn't want to do anything special. And just a milkshake at Jimmy's with you and Jamie and Maria and my mom and dad. And Caroline would probably come too, even though no one would want her there. Then Jamie would sing like, happy birthday, in that like ridiculous voice, and you would roll your eyes, and then Caroline would be sneaking pieces of cake the size of her head. I never realized how much I wanted that to happen. Grace, it has been like 5 months, but somehow my family has changed. Like my mom, well, she still goes to work, she comes home, makes dinner, reads her boring biographies on dead presidents or whatever. But her hair has gone gray. Like bags upon bags under her eyes. My dad, my super active health nut of a dad, this guy would literally run a triathlon a weekend. He just now plops himself on the couch. And Caroline has changed too. So this girl who my annoying pain in the ass little sister, like this girl who would save up for 2 months of allowance just so that she could TP my room. Now she is all grown up, and she is halfway through the 6th grade, wearing crop tops and ripped jeans, getting Starbucks drinks every 5 minutes and posting artsy photos with her friends, mixed gender pool parties, hardly ever speaking above a whisper. She has matured, and I haven't. Grace, it has been a week, but sitting here with you in this room, I would rather live here than there any day.
Well, that sucks.
Who the hell are you?
My name is Clarence, and I'm here to show you what life would be like if you were never born.
That isn't funny.
So is this what the cool kids do nowadays? You know, know, hang around hospital rooms, talk to corpses.
She's not a corpse.
Oh, sorry.
Are you trying to flirt with me?
Jeez, can't the guy just be nice by the girl thinking he's flirting with
You
her?
just called my friend a corpse.
Jeez, can't the guy call a girl's friend a corpse without her friend thinking he's flirting with her?
I'm Eliza.
I know.
You know?
We go to school together.
Really? What are you doing here?
Well, I heard the hospital was where the cool kids went to hang out, so I figured I'd give it a try.
Oh yeah? How's that working out for you?
Well, I don't know. You see any cool kids around here?
You're here again, Eliza? Couldn't stay away?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's getting late. You should probably go home.
Okay, I'll go.
So,
So...
are you in love with her?
Oh, yes, very. We've been meeting in secret every night, and I've been serenading her at her balcony. Tomorrow at dawn, we're going to elope together into the sunrise.
You know, you are a very sarcastic boy.
I just learned it from your mother.
Well, the mother wants you to know that she's working late tonight, so you're going to be here a while, okay?
All right.
Eliza, wait! Come back! Please, come back. I can't do this anymore. I can't just lie here away from everything else in the world. They look at me like I'm dead. Shy, quiet, put the two together, and somewhere in the middle, that's me. And I was fine with that. I had so much time to gain the courage. I mean, oh my God, I'm only 14. I have so much time. The 1 minute you're in the backseat of a car, and the next minute you're lying in a hospital, unable to speak. I wish I had spoken more. I wish.
Well, here we are.
This is sort of creepy.
What? No, this is just Grace, our own Gracie. But what if she, can hear us? That's kind of the point.
I'm sorry, Eliza, but I have no idea what you're getting at here.
Let's just sit and talk the way we used to, like the four of us together again.
So, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. School, life, something philosophical, maybe.
Hey, did you see the season finale of Rage?
Oh my God, it was so intense! Okay, so how did you guys get together?
It's kind of a funny story.
It's a really funny story. My gosh, just tell us the goddamn story! Okay. So we were getting lunch at Jimmy's, as per usual, and there's this new waitress there. She was sweet.
She got all of our orders wrong. That was fine.
Anyways, she asked how long we'd been together for, and I said, well, we're not.
So then I said, why not? I was there.
That's it?
Well, then the waitress gave us a complimentary cupcake, but...
Yeah. Isn't it hilarious? That is the least funny story I have ever heard.
And afterwards we ran into Caroline and... Oh, how is she, by the way?
Oh, actually the worst.
What do you mean?
She's changed. Hanging out with boys, wearing crop tops all the time, getting Starbucks drinks every hour.
You do realize you're describing yourself.
Okay, fair. But that is not my sister. She's just this total whack job. Like in my house, we have literally replaced the word crazy with Caroline.
That's kind of weird.
No, I get it. Yeah, she's distant, can't seem to find her old happy self again. I understand that. I feel like that every day.
Oh, ew, whoa, I'm gonna have to start getting used to that.
Yeah, me too.
All right, you three. Come on, kids, it's time to go.
Can we just stay a little bit longer?
Guys, look! It is your 5th grade history teacher.
God, it looks like he lost someone. Shh.
We should go talk to him. Come on, kids!
Weren't you just complaining about your mom slacking off on the way over here?
Yeah, I don't think that's my mom.
I think that's exactly your mom.
Kids, come on! We're talking about George Washington!
Grace?
Oh my God. I'm gonna talk to you, is that okay?
Of course, Caroline. I mean,
I missed you. I know we were never close exactly. You were my sister's friend.
not close. Do you remember the chess game of 2016 where we crushed your sister?
Then again, there was the chess game of 2016.
Thank you!
I'm just lost without you here. Or maybe I'm lost with my sister here. You know, for school assignments, they make us write. But every time I would pick up a pencil, only one sentence would come to mind. What do you do when the world below you has been ripped out from under in merely seconds flat? I wrote that phrase for months. Just now, I finally found a rhyme to accompany it. What do you do when the world below you has been ripped out from under in merely seconds flat? And when you finally found footing, they attempt to throw it back.
Caroline, where are you? We're leaving.
Coming, Mom.
Bye, Grace.
I am sure that Grace would agree with me right now. This sucks.
I can't imagine our Grace ever bad-mouthing anyone.
Well, maybe not in public, but damn, that girl could bitch.
Grace was a character.
Was?
She definitely was.
She's not dead, you know.
No, she isn't.
So why did you say was? That right there. That's what I don't want.
What?
That look. You just looked at each other like you were my parents.
No, we didn't.
No, so what was that look about? Am I being unreasonable?
Hey, yo, Eliza, what is up?
Hey, no, Dante, you have the worst timing in the world.
Family drama?
Yeah, honestly, really annoyed with these two right now.
Eliza, don't tell him our personal problems.
I don't even know this guy.
This man-child right here is Dante Archibald Rivera.
My name is...
Maria. And then you're Jamie.
How did you know?
I know all.
He is the government.
Copy that.
Into where? My personal records?
Oh no, she's on to us. Well, this has been fun, but I gotta go find mi madre.
How do you know him?
Yeah, Eliza, how long have you known this guy?
Like a month and a half. He comes in during my visits with Grace.
And it's not weird that he's here every week?
Yeah, why is he here whenever you are?
Well, do you want me to ask him why he's always in the hospital? Because I don't.
Eliza, we're not attacking you. Believe me, I know what it's like to be let down by someone you love, and I don't want that to ever happen to you. It's a terrible feeling. Oh, hey, Carrie.
Carrie? Carrie?
Her name is Caroline. Eliza, everyone at school calls me Carrie.
Didn't you make fun of Nicole by going by Nick I last year?
You guys are actually really cool, and I'm done with this conversation.
Don't take it personally. She's been in a terrible mood.
Doesn't sound like the Carrie I know.
Oh my God, please stop calling her that.
So what's her deal?
We got a letter from school. She failed all of her tests. She may not pass the 6th grade.
Poor kid.
Yeah, I just wish she would talk to me.
Eliza, Mom said to come right now. Eliza! Oh, Grace. Do you remember what I said about the world being ripped from under my feet? Yeah, I don't think I ever found my footing. I really can't do this, Grace. School is so demanding. I mean, how did you do it, Grace?
I really
really want to be listening to you, Caroline, but I can't stop thinking about him. She has a new friend. Eliza has a new friend. Ever since the 3rd grade, it's always just been me and Eliza. Our teachers even started calling us Eliza and Grace like we were the same person. We went everywhere together, and it has always just been Eliza and Grace. Till I still remember our first fight. I mean, I don't even remember what it was about, but the point is that we were fighting, and it was bad. We didn't talk to each other for like weeks. I still remember the night she came to my house. A box of chocolates in one hand, and in the other, a silver necklace. It was raining, and as soon as she saw me, she burst into tears. I mean, she was a mess. And that night, we swore that no matter how angry we got at each other, no matter how much we fought, we would always be friends. We would always be best friends. And now, less than a month later, she's got a new friend, a new best friend, someone that's finishing her sentences and making her laugh. That used to be my laugh. But she's awake, and I'm still here, stuck in this ridiculous dream world. I just want to speak. God, let me speak. I want my friend back.
Ma'am, before you see your daughter, we need to go over some paperwork. We've been having difficulties.
Honey, I'll take care of that ASAP. Just let me see my baby first, all right?
Mama Brittany?
Eliza. How's my favorite girl you doing?
I'm doing great. I just missed you.
I missed you too, Sherry. What are you doing? Are you visiting my Grace?
Yeah, actually I am. What are you doing here?
Same as you, of course.
Really?
Of course. I may be a little distracted at times. Oh, sweet Jesus, that's so nice.
What's going on in here? I'm hearing things like sugar plum and honey, and it's making me a little worried.
That's Mama Brittany for you.
Mama Brittany?
That's what she goes by.
I'm not sure if I'm afraid of her or if I love her.
I'm sorry, Eliza. I just had to say a few Hail Marys. And who are you?
Dante Rivera?
Are you Eliza's boyfriend?
No!
We're just friends!
Lovers, not lovers!
What?
What?
Ma'am, your paperwork.
Okay, sweetheart, coming right now.
Hey, so, I have a surprise.
Is that wine?
Nah, it's sparkling cider.
Wow. Thanks.
Yeah, you owe me your life.
Gotcha. Caroline, what are you doing here?
I came to see Grace.
You did?
Hey, well, while you're here, why don't you have a glass of sparkling cider with us? I brought an extra cup for Grace, but I'm sure she won't mind.
Do we need to toast?
What?
Usually when you drink something like this, you toast to something or someone. She's right, you do?
Then who do we toast to?
Don't look at me, I don't know.
What about to Grace?
For giving us hope towards the future. For giving us someone to believe in.
For fighting so hard.
3 cheers to Grace.
Ah! Is that alcohol?
Nah, it's sparkling cider. Hey, Caroline, can you help me put away the cider?
Sure thing.
Just wanted to say hello. Oh, my baby.
Mama Brittany, can I ask you a question?
Oh, anything, honey.
Why haven't you visited Grace?
Eliza, the girl in front of me is my Gracie. My Gracie's trapped in a coma. Her soul is trapped somewhere between heaven and earth. What's lying before us is simply her body.
But what if she can hear you? What if she is there?
I've argued with myself about that for a long, long time. Unfortunately, the devil won that argument. I just couldn't bear to see. After what I did to both.
But the accident wasn't your fault. I mean,
But I was the one driving the car! I was the one driving the car! And I walked away unscratched. And put you two into... I have to go. Thanks for being such a good friend, Alonzo. You're a strong kid.
Hey, Eliza, I think we need to talk
Yeah, see, we were talking on the way here.
about Grace's situation.
Grace is in a coma. You can say it. She gets it.
Eliza, this is hard on all of us.
And it's just awkward in general. I mean, with
Dante? What bothers you more? The fact that Grace is comatose or the fact that I'm awake moving on?
how can you say that? We've been nothing but here for you.
Yeah, sure. You've been here physically. Congrats. You get an award for participation.
Really? You really think that's why I'm here? So I can say I sat with Grace for an hour? She was my friend too.
Guys, let's not fight, please. I get it. I do. And moreover, I understand everything Grace must be going through.
Oh, really? Were you put into a coma? Just so that your best friend has woken up and moved on with her life while you are unconscious, probably able to hear everything everyone is saying while being unable to move at all?
No! I was talking about feeling like I was unable to speak! That's
I
right!
think the problem is that you're talking too much!
Hey! I get that you're frustrated, but guess what? It sucks for us too. So you don't get to go treating everybody else around you like they're lesser.
Wake up, Grace! God damn it! Wake up! What is so wrong with you? What is so wrong with you that you can't open your eyes? I need you right now. Why haven't you woken up?
Eliza, I need you to listen to me. I need you to calm down. Just. She can't listen to me. She can't listen to me.
I need that. Okay, God, tell me this is like a really bad dream. I need you to come back, Grace. I've been here every single day, and everyone is just insisting that I give up. And I fight with you with all my strength, and you just lie here doing nothing! Do something!
I'm sorry, Eliza. I just need to do some turning. Hey, Eliza.
Mrs. Raymond, how nice of you to visit for a third time.
Oh, I'm not here to see you, man. I'm here to see the cute doctor with the pretty eyes.
Well, my boss is probably doing rounds right now. You can wait in the waiting room.
Just tell him to jog on over here.
Paging Dr. Hines.
Is there a problem?
I think Dr. Hunt's thank God you're here.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Raymond. I was stuck waiting on a CT for a trauma patient.
I need to speak with you. In private.
Of course.
Doctor. Dr. Hunt, we have important matters to discuss.
to know that I'm never going to leave you. That I'm going to come here every day, every couple of weeks, and see you. Because not only don't I want to, I can't abandon you. You're my best friend, and I don't know if you can hear me. Well, I'm sure that you can't hear me, but a part of me feels like you can't. And even if there's just a sliver of chance that you can understand what I'm saying, then I won't leave your side for anything.
I know you won't. You never did, but you will someday. You're gonna leave me and leave this town and go somewhere great, somewhere really great, where you're gonna meet someone who's finally gonna appreciate all of your smarts. Because if it were me standing there, if the roles were reversed, I would take every opportunity. I would speak more and I would write. All the writing I would do. But here in this moment, having you with me, it makes everything okay.
Eliza, what are you doing here?
What's this? Mrs. Smith, I suggest you take Eliza home now. I was just doing that, but I still would like to know.
Liliana, you need to get her out of here.
Sorry. Exactly why are you here? And why do I need to get my child out of here so quickly?
Oh my God.
What is it?
You're going to unplug her.
Eliza, we need to...
Are you going to unplug her? Dr. Heinz, tell me.
Eliza.
Yes.
Wait, everyone just slow down.
Eliza, we must leave.
But you can't unplug her.
Please stop.
You can't unplug her. I need more time with her.
Please.
You can't do this.
I have so much more to say.
Please get her
Eliza,
out of here.
My story. It can't be over. I have so much more to say. Please, give me this chance.
Mrs. Smith, now.
Mama, please, for once in your life, listen to me. My name is Grace Raymond, and I will not be unplugged. I will not be silenced. Eliza, wait.
Grace.
Thank you.
They didn't have to unplug her. Grace was pretty. She was smart. She could have had a voice in this world, and they just took it away from her.
She couldn't.
What?
She was unresponsive.
But she could have been awake.
And then what? She would just be lying there her whole life, unable to say or do anything?
This isn't right. This isn't fair at all.
I know.
Do you believe in heaven?
Yeah, I do. Do you?
No. But for Grace, I want to. I want to so badly.
She wouldn't want you believing in heaven for her. She wouldn't want you to change at all.
But how can I do that? How can I?
It's okay. It's okay. I'm here. I'm here for you. I ain't going away.
My name is Maria Rizal de Maleta, 11th grade from Wakefield High School.
The idea of my play came from my own story. My play is based on my life story, but there are some parts of it that I just made up. For me, it wasn't hard to write my play because I just basically wrote some of the things that happened to me. I want the people to understand that each person is going through some things. It might not be as big as yours, but for sure, they're having a hard time. Also, I want them to know that that family have some misunderstandings, but they always need to remember that family is a family, and there's always love, and we will always need each other through thick and thin. If they will give me more chance, I will totally write more. I actually wrote a poem already. I want to keep going because for me, writing helps me to express my feelings. I want to use my writing skills to inspire other people, especially the millennials like me. I enjoy working with YPD because they help me to pull out my skills in writing. I actually didn't know that I can be a writer of a story, not until I heard about them. And they gave me an opportunity to write and show my hidden talent. I would like to thank Ms. Stockman, my Hilltex 10 English teacher, for giving me and my other fellow classmates an opportunity to be involved in writing with YPD. Also, I would like to thank my daddy, Chris. Thank you for all the support. And for encouraging me. Last but not the least, I would like to thank my mother for being strong, supportive, and a loving mother. I might not always tell you this, Mom, but I am proud to have you as my mother, and I will always love you. I hope you enjoy my play.
I live in Mama Salome's house, and I had 3 months left before I'll migrate to America. My cousin, named Marlene, has a Belo lotion. It's in her closet. No one wants to touch her stuff because we all know she's so sensitive when it comes to her stuff. One day, she found out that her whitening lotion was empty already, and that someone used it without her permission. She got really mad. Ate Marlene told Mama Salome about it.
Ma! My whitening lotion is empty. Someone used it without my permission.
I don't know about her lotion. Maria Frizel, did you use your Ate Marlene's whitening lotion?
No, I don't even know that she has that kind of lotion.
Your Ate Marlene is really mad.
Well, I can't do anything about it because I really didn't use it.
Maybe the one who used it wants to lighten her skin.
Are you accusing me that I'm the one who used your whitening lotion?
Why are you guilty?
I'm not guilty, and why would I be?
If you're not guilty, why do you react like that?
Why would I not react when I know what you're thinking and you really want to tell me that I'm the one who used your whitening lotion? But you said it indirect. I don't even understand why you're so mad about it because you don't even need it.
Don't get hurt if you didn't do anything.
That's enough. It's just a lotion.
I didn't get hurt because I'm guilty. I'm just wondering why you think I'm the one who used it. My mom is in America to work for me, to give all the things I need. Also, here. That's my perfume and lotion, and that's from my mom. Now tell me, why would I get your own lotion? Also, I'm not trying to lighten my skin because I'm proud of who I am.
Enough! Y'all are so noisy! Maria Griselda has 3 months left here, and you're still fighting with her? Just tolerate her for now.
Maria Crizel's savior is here. Can you please stop defending her? That's why she's so spoiled, because you are always there to defend her.
Dios kapot! Are y'all not gonna stop? Please, enough! Don't make the problem more bigger!
Why can't we just kick her out and she can live with Tita May?
Call Tita May and tell her you just get to live there with her. because we're just fighting here. And you, Maria Crizel is just 14 years old and you're still fighting with her?
Tita May, I will leave Mama Salome's house now.
Why? What's happening there again?
Ate Marlene thinks that I'm the one who used her whitening lotion and we're fighting here. Also, she's kicking me out.
Ate Marlene, Maria Crizel texted me and she said that Marlene is kicking her out of their house because she's accusing Maria Crizel as the one who used her whitening lotion. That's why they're all fighting right now. Oh gosh, I forgot it's almost midnight there now. She might not see my text message. I'll try to call.
Marley is busy right now. Please try again later. Thank you.
She might be asleep right now because it's midnight there. She might call me back later when she saw my text.
Hey, Maria Crizel! Remove all your clothes in the balcony.
I know,
So remove them now.
but some of them are not totally dry.
Don't shout at me, Bugok! Animal!
Why do you need to tell me bad words?
Animal! Even though I tell you bad words, it's fine because I'm older than you.
Even though you're older than me, you're still not supposed to tell me bad words. You don't have the right, especially you're not the one who's speeding.
You really don't have manners.
Why you do that?
Stop! Y'all are so noisy!
Why is it my fault again? She's the one who started it. If she didn't try to kick me many times, I'm not going to grab her hair.
Mom, I'm going to school now.
Okay, see you later.
Ate Mary, Maria Crizel texted me and she said Marlene is kicking her out of their house because she's accusing Maria Crizel as the one who used her whitening lotion. That is why they're all fighting right now.
This is so stressful.
Hey, Maria Crizel, wake up! Hey, don't forget that we have practice after school, okay?
Oh yeah, I forget about that. I didn't tell Ate Marlene she doesn't need to pick me up.
Don't worry about it. We will all talk to Ate Marlene and tell her that you have practice after school. Excuse me, miss, can you just come back later because we have practice?
No, she can't. You, Maria Crizel, ride here, animal gun, Bugok. Why did you confide it with your mother? You're not ashamed of yourself?
I didn't tell my mom about what happened. You asked me to move to Tita May, so of course I will tell her that I'll move there. She asked me what happened, so I told her. I didn't know she would tell my mom.
Go down. I don't want to see your face anymore, animal. Don't go to our house, Bugok.
Why? She did that to you.
I don't know. She got mad because she said I confided to my mom.
Is she crazy? Of course your mom will know it. And she has the rights to know what's happening to you.
I don't know. Even in front of my classmates earlier, she told me some bad words, and I feel embarrassed of what she did. Everyone was looking at me in school.
She does not have the right to do that to you.
By the way, I have to go to Ate Lisa now. She will tutor me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, let's begin. Can you please analyze this story for me and summarize it? Zal? Zal? Are you sure you're okay? You don't look like it. Look, you have to tell me what's going on. Because if you keep this by yourself, you're going to have a hard time focusing on your school. Okay, let's go to Tita Salome's house. We have to fix this.
No, I don't want to go there.
Maria Crizel, if we don't fix this now, you're going to have a hard time focusing on what I'm teaching you. Look at yourself, you're so affected. So we're gonna go there, and I'm gonna talk to them. Grizel got a problem, and her and I want to talk to you. Grizel, tell them about what's going on.
In front of my classmates earlier, Marlene told me some bad words, and I feel embarrassed of what she did. Everyone was looking at me at school. She even just dropped me off to Tita May and told me not to come here anymore, and she doesn't want to see my face.
I don't know what about Auntie Marlene did to you.
Yes, but right now, Maria Grizel is really affected by what's happening. But when I tried to teach her earlier, she couldn't even focus. She was depressed.
It also hurts for me because I'm the one who raised her.
Marlene, are we okay now? Maria Grizel, Marlene, do handshake.
Dear Diary, why is this happening to us? We love each other. They love me, and I know that. They took care of me for 10 years, and Auntie Marlene became like my older sister. I don't know why we have to go through this. I love Mama Salome so much, and I know she loves me too, and it hurts when I see her crying because Auntie Marlene and me are fighting. I'm very thankful to Daddy June because I know he really loves me. Not because I'm his cousin, but he treats me like his daughter. He is my partner in everything. He is my superhero who is always ready to rescue me when I'm in trouble. I know this is all a misunderstanding. Maybe not today, but in the future, everything that happened these past 2 days will just be a story that we all gonna laugh at together. I know they love me, and I love them. Loving, Maria Grizel. Tita May, I see Mom already over there. Where? Oh, yeah.
Grizel, wake up. We need to eat breakfast now, and we have appointment in U.S. Embassy for your interview.
Okay, I'm going down.
How old are you?
I'm 14 years old.
When is your birthday?
April 8th, 2001.
How are you going to be staying in the U.S.?
I'll be with my mom.
How often do you talk?
Every weekend.
Why do you want to come to the U.S.?
I want to be with my mom and also to continue my studies there.
That's cool. That's all. Please proceed to the next booth.
Thank you, ma'am.
Miss, we need her Philippine birth certificate, not her Korean birth certificate.
I don't have her Philippine birth certificate.
Well, you can request over there to deliver to us her Philippine birth certificate, but it'll cost you like 800 pesos.
They didn't tell me that they don't need her Korean birth certificate, only her Philippine birth certificate. So how long is this going to take if I request it now? When will we receive the visa and passport?
We can't give you an exact date.
I already bought a plane ticket and we're going back to America July 28, 2015.
Miss, we don't advise that anyone buy a ticket, not until you receive her visa.
Okay, thanks. Maria Crizel, I need to go back to America July 28 because I work in a company and I only get 20 days vacation. Also, I need to cancel your plane ticket because they still haven't delivered your passport or visa. Do you know that I can't get a refund even if I cancel your plane ticket? I can change the date, but I still have to pay again. Are you willing to travel without me?
I'm afraid I don't even know what to do.
I will request in Delta Airlines a minor assistant. So now what is your decision?
I'll try. My flight was scheduled August 27th. I received my visa August 18th. 9 days later, at 6 in the morning, I am in the airport already. When I was checking my luggage, they suddenly said that I can't go because I didn't attend a seminar with the Commission on Filipino Overseas. I cried and I felt wary. I called my mom to tell her my flight was canceled a second time. After the airport, I went straight to the seminar. The seminar ended at 4. I called my mom again. She was really disappointed and mad because she needed to reschedule my flight and she had to pay again. The next day, August 28th, 2015, I'm on my way to America. My life changed when I migrated to America. I realized a lot of things, just like how hard is life in America. I realized how important education is. That's when I started working hard in school. Education became my priority. I was honor roll for the whole year of my 9th grade, which is good because it was my first time to study in America, and I didn't have a hard time to adopt the culture here. I turned to 10th grade. I'm still honor roll, and I became student of the month in some of my classes. Before I achieved everything that I have in school, all the challenges that I went through were never easy. There were times that I got depressed. I cried every time I failed, which is not good because I felt that my best was not enough to make my mother and my father proud of me, even though I never met my father in person. I never gave up. I kept fighting. All the people who belittled me before, the people who said I was an idiot or pathetic because I didn't have higher grades, those people got surprised because of my achievement in America. All the words they threw to me went back to them. I proved that there's nothing impossible if you work hard and gave your best. Also, you just need to keep believing in yourself. Sometimes when I'm with my friends, I feel happy but out of place at the same time because all my friends speak Spanish except me. Also, every time they thought I was Latina because they say I look like Latina and my name, Maria, is a Spanish name. But our differences in our backgrounds are not obstacles in our friendships. A year and a half later, it's March 4th, 2017. That day, I received an unexpected call from my father.
Hello?
Hello?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm with Mom right now. We're on our way home.
Where did you go?
We went to Fairfax and we ate at a restaurant named Real Food Kitchen. It was our first time to eat there, and it was my first time to see Maria Crizel eating a kale salad.
Oh, really? By the way, what are your plans for her birthday?
I don't have any plans. Why? Are you gonna help me plan a sweet 16th birthday for her?
Yeah. Let's keep in touch. Email me about what you need.
Okay.
Okay? Drive safe. I gotta go.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Happy morning, Anak. Happy birthday.
Happy morning, Mom. Thank you.
Get up and get ready now. We have a lot of errands to do today. First of all, you need to do laundry. Then after laundry, laundry, we'll go to the salon. Then after that, we'll get groceries.
Dad, can you please help me to do laundry downstairs?
Yes, my dear.
Good evening, everyone! Are y'all having fun? And now, we'll start the 16 Roses Dance. May I call Mr. Chuck, Maria Crizel Stepdad, to be her first dance. Traveled from England just to be his daughter's last dance at her sweet 16th birthday.
Also, every challenge that I faced was a lesson, and learning something new every day is something I believe will make your journey memorable and worthwhile. Everything that happens to me has a reason, and that will help me to be ready when I reach my destination.
So coming out shortly from Miss Claudia, you will have a gift bag, and inside that gift bag you will find a YPT pen and a notebook so that you can continue writing. You'll also find a final printed version of your play that's been autographed by all the actors who acted in your play, and a $50 royalty check. Thank you for allowing us to present. Continue writing. I hope that this is just the start of a wonderful, beautiful journey of you expressing yourself, and I'm just so grateful that we have the opportunity to work with all of you. Just while expressing gratitude, I also want to express gratitude for our wonderful director, Angelisa Gilliard. And with this being the last night of the festival, I just want to thank everyone who was involved. Thank you so much to our stage manager, Keita Newborn. To our lighting designer, the wonderful Jordan Holden, who's one of our cameras. Thank you to our sound designer, Kevin Alexander. Thank you to my production assistant, Louis E. Davis. Thank you to every single ICANN intern who held it down. Y'all worked so tirelessly, and I'm so grateful that we had the opportunity to work with all of you. And I just also wanted to thank all of you as audience members. Y'all were so present. So, before we leave for the evening, we have raffles to announce. Do we have our raffle tickets? All right, Ms. Donovan, because I'm clumsy, how about you help me out here? So can we have Josie pick from the first one? So prize A, oh, we'll bring it to you, Josie, we'll bring it to you. You're a star, you don't have to walk with us. All right, so package A, just as a reminder, it's a one-night stay at the Gaylord National Resort at the National Harbor. 2 tickets to the museum, as well as a pair of YPT sunglasses. So who do we have, Ms. Josie? So Jenna J, if there's a Jenna J here. Jen J. If you're not here, that's okay. So whoever, good one, we got, is it Ben J? Jenna J, with no phone number. And then for prize B, can we have Cheyenne pull that ticket for us? So for prize B, we have a 1-hour water sports rental for 4 people at Capital SUP. Salsa dancing lessons for 2 couples at Salsa with Sylvia. A gift certificate to Smith Commons and a pair of YPT sunglasses. So who we got, Cheyenne?
It's either Callie B or Candy B.
Yeah. Oh, Callie. So, I just wanted to encourage you, audience members, if you were inspired by anything you saw this evening, if you want to help YPT continue this beautiful work, I encourage you to make a donation if you can. If you're interested in fundraising for YPT or making a donation, please see our development director, Jessica Wisser. She will be at the YPT information table out in the main lobby where you were. And I just want to thank everyone for attending. I also want to remind you to share your letters with the playwright, so any sort of reactions you have to what you've seen tonight, please write it and display it on the board in the lobby. And before you go, I also wanted to invite you to our next performance. Our final performance of the season will be Tuesday, June 19th at 7 p.m. at Anacostia Playhouse, so not here, but like 10 minutes from here. And that will be our after-school ensemble, the Young Playwrights Workshop. And they've been working throughout the whole school year to write their own original play that they'll be performing together on that evening. So just a shout out, I don't want to put him on the spot, but Jorge Martinez, who is one of our, where you at, Jorge? So Jorge is actually an alumnus of the Young Playwrights Workshop. So this is his first professional. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Playwrights. Thank you. Go home safe. Thank you so much.